These past few weeks, I've been focusing more on romanticizing my life on a regular basis and slowing down to really savor the moment. I'm one of those people who fall into the overachiever, or at least mentally, eldest daughter, always feeling like I need to hustle 24/7 category. I've realized that it's just a part of who I am and it can benefit me if I work with it, but it can also build up unnecessary pressure on myself if I let it work me. I find myself often falling into patterns of focusing really hard on my goals, how I can achieve them, what I'm not doing to achieve them, etc., etc. And when I realize that I'm depreciating the value of my life and not dilly-dallying like I was put on this planet to do, I intentionally slow down and remember that I actually don't have to be on top of my shit 24/7 and rush around trying to get everything done in an ADHD fashion that is actually counterproductive. And that I can just be. I can walk in nature and just be, no music, no podcast. Really grounding myself in the present moment and in nature, because that is an antidote for an overactive mind, which seems to lead to overactivity for me. I also want to add that overstimulation also seems to add to overactivity. Part of romanticizing my life for me is focusing on things that are physically a part of my life, my world, my surroundings, my environment, instead of consuming mindlessly. I try to focus on connecting with other people and animals too, because at the end of the day, that is the main aspect of life that truly fulfills me. As much as success and the pursuit of accolades or material gain is fulfilling, it truly doesn't hit the same. Another thing that I've been realizing about when I get caught in these periods of being a strict parent to myself is that I actually am truly focused on adulting too hard and trying to be a perfect adult, just like I had to be a perfect child. But we're not robots, and that is not how life is meant to be lived. Making no mistakes in upholding ourselves and lifestyles to extremely high standards that aren't in flow with who we are in the present moment. And what I really mean by that is that I can enjoy my life in the present while I take my time and trust in divine timing to get to the end destination. I almost said where I want to be instead of end destination, and that's honestly how I feel sometimes. But after going out of my way to seek out more ways that I can enjoy my life in this kind of building, stage that I'm in, I don't even necessarily want to be anywhere. Will there be a time where I find myself getting caught on that track of being more future focused and putting my enjoyment off onto, a concept of the distant future? Maybe, but the more that I bring myself back to this way of living, of being, the more and more natural it is to be in a steadier state of enjoying the ride and letting go of the rigorous expectations that I put on myself to push forward as much as I can. And it's interesting talking about this because honestly, this perspective shift is a product of healing and shadow work, which I've had both of my hands in for years, but haven't truly understood until as of late. I feel like this is because when you focus on being there for yourself, feeling through and releasing built up negative energy or trauma or emotions, it takes you out of survival mode, which is pretty much what this whole shift is based off of. Being in a state of love instead of moving in fear. Rushing towards material success out of fear of lack. Rushing towards time and financial freedom out of fear of running out of time. Rushing to get everything done out of fear of consequences. Consequences that are projected. Consequences that are remembered, but not truly a consequence in this stage of my life or in this present moment. I'm not expecting this video to be for everyone, but if you're still here, I would ask you to ask yourself, how can I make my life more enjoyable and stress-free in this period, moment, or time? What were things that I used to do when I was younger that gave me a feeling of life is not that serious? And how can I implement them back into my life currently? How am I holding myself back from slowing down and being present? Are you breathing fast and shallow? Are you overcommitting, over planning, oversharing, overcomplicating, or overly trying to maximize productivity? Are you preoccupied with the future and once I get it, or are you overly consumed with a feeling of I need to chase it, I need it right now? These are important questions to ask yourself because your answer could lead to a breakthrough that could change the quality of your life presently. I hope this video inspired you and got you to have more fun, to relax more, and deeply accept the present moment because at the end of the day, that is all we actually have. And I also want to add that the state of being that you are currently is what ends up being projected into your future or, what you end up manifesting. So if you focus on shifting your current state of being to be more grounded and grateful or enjoying or feeling whatever emotion that you're feeling, the more aligned your life and your future will be in general. So this actually does end up benefiting you in the future regardless, this perspective shift. But that's all I have today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, lovelies.